Hello Aquarius, we are Kemet Kah-Ri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the Sun, Moon and Rising sign of Aquarius, or wherever you have Aquarius placement. Or should you have just felt guided and inspired to this reading, it's for you. Claim it. Let us see what is coming through for you Aquarius at this time. We trust you are well. Okay, Aquarius. Your cards just flew out in a bunch. Okay, this is your reading. Okay, so Aquarius, at the center of the read you have the Fool card. So a new path is coming through for you. Within we have the Ten of Swords, after completing a very long soul cycle. Nine of Cups without, finally moving on to a wish fulfillment. I feel a wish fulfillment is also assisting you to come out of the cycle. At the bottom, at the base, Seven of Swords. Don't self-sabotage. A bit of a detox energy coming through here. We're going to go more into that. We see at the base before we look at the crowning message, look, Justice card. So things are coming to balance for you, Aquarius. Justice coming through to aid you. Things working out in your favor. Crowning, Aquarius. Crowning, you have what's crowning? The High Priestess, and at the bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. Okay, Aquarius, overall energy. We'll come back to this. The dragons are here. They speak of your star mastery, you anchoring your star mastery, your alchemy, those codes, and anchoring them in the physical, holding them in the physical, grounding them, and embodying it. Embodying your star energy, embodying your higher codes, embodying your frequency in the physical, and your mastery of your energy. Really awakening your mastery in the physical. And embracing the difference, the different way in which you present yourself, the different way in which you now be, because it's quite a shift from who you were. What is your presence, your being is shifting to the truth of you, and it's quite different from your past life or how you've always operated. And they speak of embodying the dragon energy. Dragons are not shy or shamed about their truth or their appearance. Dragons are powerful. When you think of a dragon, you think powerful, mighty, beautiful, wise, mystical. You don't think of a dragon being particularly shy about their power, right? And it comes into that space. It's not an arrogance. It's not a boastfulness. It's just a knowing and a seated surety within their presence. So they are saying at this time, Aquarius, you're shifting to allow the Aquarian frequencies to be grounded in the physical planes. Thus, the Aquarian era is not this nebulous theoretical energy. Not that you've thought it theoretical, you know it's real, yet it's now more visceral and visible in your experiences, and practical. You can now utilize these new energies in a physical manner. So it's becoming more applicable. You're applying your frequency in your physical a lot more tangibly. Okay, so just bear that in mind should you be witnessing your physical they're saying acting a bit weird. It's not weird, it's not getting distorted, it's shifting to you to really truly align to your frequency. So your personal experiences might differ greatly from everybody else's around you because your frequency is now directly impacting everything around in a very specific and focused way. So what humans, the collective human understanding of things is no longer relevant to how you experience something. So humans might say, hey, the sky is blue. You might wake up and the sky is purple or green or yellow or pink with yellow polka dots or whatever. The sky will be whatever color your reality will deem it to be, regardless if every other human sees blue, you'll see the color that aligns with you. So the human collective focus no longer interferes with what you are personally now experiencing to quite a big level. Because generally what the collective believes is then what will manifest in quite a big collective energetic way. Your frequency overrides that now. So everybody might be experiencing something very singular. You'll experience it in your unique way. Okay, so central message. Thank you, dragons. So much love. Be brave, be bold, be daring, they say. Be your power, be your truth, Aquarius. The Fool, new beginnings, and this is what the beautiful dragon frequencies were assisting with that opening message, or were sharing rather. New beginnings out of this 10 of Swords energy, the soul cycle, this imprisonment of you, right? We always see in this, we love the 10 of Swords in this image because it really represented beautifully, you are the Ace of Swords, you are the Ace of Swords, your truth, your light, your frequency, but pinned down by other people's opinions, other people's observations of life, other people's viewpoints, other people's ways of creating. And as we just said, the way that you see something is no longer going to be distorted by the collective viewpoint. So your way is no longer pinned down by what the collective think. You are now free. And your reality is now yours to be. Oh, beautiful. We love the synchronicity in the energies, in the messages and everything. And look, all that red, your foundation is now of your frequency. Beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. And there's something with this red. We reminded of blood, and it feels like there's no longer suffering or pain. You are not, you're no longer going to, you are shifting out of a period of suffering and pain, or unnecessary pain, unnecessary suffering. Not that suffering or pain is necessary, yet many of us we came here to do a bit of cleaning work, to do a bit of healing work, so we took on those energies to transmute, right? And it feels like now as you move forward, you no longer need to take energies to transmute. You are now just in your power. You no longer need to take on the lower frequencies to transmute or to clear. You are now just clearing it from your state of frequency, your state of being, the sun energy. You're just being, and that's enough. Completed a major, this is bigger than just a major soul cycle. This is, you've completed a lifetime of oppression, a lifetime of enslavement, a lifetime of imprisonment, a lifetime of being lesser than what you truly are. You're no longer doing that, and this is beyond just this lifetime. Now as you move forward to your next lifetime and your next, you always begin empowered. You're never conditioned again. It's a huge ascension and transcendence, a shift that you have accomplished. It's a big, it's not even a soul lesson. It's a complete shift in consciousness, evolution, a complete shift in how everything works, basic principles of creation, manifestation, how everything works. You've changed for your personal experience how creation works to align with your unique frequency. And so you're going through this awakening shift, this ascension shift. Those of you who are called to this reading. And even if you do not have a lot of Aquarian placement, if this reading just called you, you are anchoring in Aquarian codes, okay? You are beings anchoring in new energies, the Aquarian era energies, the Aquarian codes, which is why you are embodying this new age, and you are now becoming, you're taking the shape and the form of this new age. The Aquarian realm, the fifth dimensional frequencies of Aquaria, we feel them as it's Earth, and on Earth every single individual being can have their own reality, their own universe, their own Earth. And we connect through resonance. Your worlds collide, your worlds co-create through resonance. Otherwise, your unique experience is your unique experience, and nobody else has experiences life like you do. So there aren't any rules or things in terms of collective culture, tradition, stuff like that. No, it's your way, and it's your way, how you see it, how you feel it, how you express, and should you share it, those who are resonant, they will co-create with you. And yes, you form new ways and new beautiful energies and new cultures, new traditions, yet there isn't a set point of, oh, you're born now you have to be this. It's, you're born, what are you here to do? You're born, what are you here to be? You are free instantly to create your own universe and realm. And so you are all embodying that energy by then now becoming your own unique frequency and creating and materializing it. So Aquarians, and all of you carrying these Aquarian codes know this is why you are to just stand out and be unique and do your thing and not shy from what you feel is aligned with you. That is how your reality will respond in a most favorable way for you. And whatever you have been experiencing right now in these few years has been the clearing of all these swords. So you may now simply stand and embody your frequency in your power. New beginnings, Aquarius. It's a new beginning of beginnings, okay? Nine of Cups, so wish fulfillment. Now that you've completed this cycle, you're going into a wish fulfillment. As soon as okay, a few messages. For some, this wish fulfillment assists you to shift out of this cycle. It's because of the nature of what you are receiving or the nature of the wish fulfillment. Its vibrational codes are aligned with the new, not the old. So as you receive it, you shift into the new and the old dissolves. It's the energies of 2025 have been feeling, releasing the old by you receiving something new that transcends and ascends you into the new. So you then release and you purge the old, that 9 energy. And then for others, you shift onto your new beginning, and as you shift onto your new beginning, there's something there for you. So it's not necessarily that what you're receiving is shifting you into the new. It's you just received something already. It's you've had to shift without the frequency assisting you. You simply just shifted into there. You had it. The way your energy works. You had to do it organically yourself, and as you've shifted, now you receive. So for the former ones, the ones who need to receive, to shift, for you it feels quite sudden, because your life you've been doing a lot of changes, a lot of energy clearing, but life hasn't really changed much. It's sort of like just really remained the same note. And yet you've always felt, if I just keep doing the work, it'll be fine. But nothing really has changed much. There hasn't really been a progression of energies much. Then all of a sudden, boom, you receive this, and it's a huge shift in your frequency and reality. While for those who were doing the shift before the receiving, for you, a lot of changes, a lot of shifts in how life is and responding, but yet still not really receiving what you expect. So both have their challenges, right? Because in the other version, nothing is changing, yet you know that something's going to come, but nothing is really changing. There's no evidence. While in the second one, there's a lot of evidence of things changing, and yet what you want isn't coming. So both have their challenges in nothing's happening. Is this even real? Boom, wow. Or everything is changing, but why isn't anything working out for me if everything is changing? So, and both have their different lessons and their different energies to heal and to transmute and to release, because it was all about releasing the physical from being responsible for your ease. So for the first beings, for the beings who resonate with nothing is really changing, it's you do not need the change to it's almost like seeing isn't believing kind of energy, where you do not need to see the change to know what's happening, but just to allow it to be in your truth. While for others, it was almost patience. I'm seeing the changes, I'm seeing it, but then why isn't it happening in me? So it's a different kind of, just different kind of energies. Okay. Different kinds of initiations, different kinds of almost tests. And we don't like the word tests, we know, but remember, you're claiming your sovereign power. Not anybody can just access your power. So you can imagine your higher self put quite a higher grade test on yourself. It's like, okay, if you're going to awaken and really come into the power of the universe, then we need your physical experience, your physical being self to be worthy of what you really are. So you have really been under these trials and lessons to come into your power, into your truth, into your coding. And they want you to know that, and when I say they want you to know, it's you, your multi-vibrational self, all the energies of you, your source wants you to know uniquely that you are coming to the end. So whichever version of the experience you've been having and anything else in between, those are just the two main energies we are seeing. Your Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment is coming through, and so that's going to bring through the energies you've been wanting. Seven of Swords at the base. They would like you to release the mind, Aquarius. Release overthinking, release analyzing, and we understand just with the scenarios we gave, right? It's that energy of the first being of the one group of you thinking nothing is changing, nothing is happening, I'm doing all this work, but everything's the same. I can feel this is the work to do, I can feel this is where I must be, but nothing is changing. And saying, release that energy of nothing is changing. Trust. Okay, we are feeling, we're guiding, we're applying the intuitive steps. We're trusting this feeling, and we are going to release needing the evidence. We are going to just trust knowing that what we want is coming in. So it's that absolute trust and faith and hope in all that you are, and releasing any self-sabotaging, right? And releasing the need for the physical to be responsible for your ease or a proof or validation of the changes. You are doing it for yourself and yourself alone, and that's enough for you. There's an enoughness energy you are embodying. And then of course for the second group, it's all these changes happening around me, then yet why am I still here in the same spot? And it's releasing again it's patience, a lot of patience, and again, just releasing the self-saboteur and releasing comparison to your experience and other people's experiences and how the changes are happening in their lives. It's, again, you see, the same energy of releasing all these swords from pinning you, holding you down. So it's really about releasing the control and the opinion and the collective viewpoint, and then releasing the concerns and other people's ways of doing it and other people's opinions and other people's lives and how they are living their life. You're really just making everything about you, your own solitary journey, and releasing anything from the physical, human experience, manifestation, whatever it is, from being responsible for you, for your ease, for your abundance, for anything. You are just claiming it all in your truth as your own frequency. It's absolute liberation and absolute empowerment through you claiming your energy without requiring the physical to validate you in any way. We feel this energy, for we work with the unknown, for we are of the unknown frequency. So for us, literally unknown, we really can't know. So we can't really plan or try to plan things. We will know and receive the inspired energy in that moment. For example, we are working towards, or rather we are manifesting and working and intending towards our own space, right? We can't, how it's going to come in, how the planning is going to come in, how the funds and the budget is going to come in is something we cannot foresee or know. It's something we can't do. We can't do the human way of saving and budgeting and then, saving up in order to do the deposit, and none of that works. As soon as we try to do it in that responsible human way, so we've been having to rewire what responsibility is, what adulting is, what maturing is, and all of those energies to recalibrate it to our frequency. We don't need to go and view the home and know the address of where we're going to move to in order for us to be at ease. We are at ease, and in that ease, we will be guided to that space, and when we are there, it will be everything we need. When we're there, we'll just know. We don't need to foresee it before to know. So it's not an easy recalibrating. For now, you are really just allowing you and you alone to be the source, focus point of everything. So that has allowed us a lot of peace. We are really, really at peace in our life, in the way that we be, for nothing is responsible for that peace. So we're really just at peace all day long, and it's really, really lovely, right? And we're just trusting that this is the state of being we are to embody, for everything to fall into our laps, for everything to fall into our frequency, for we want everything at peace. We want a home of peace, a career of peace, relationships at peace. We want peaceful, easy, fluid, wonderful, abundant, stable energies. And we understand that we are to embody that energy before. We are to be the baseline, we are to be the foundation, and not require the home to give us the foundation, the person to give us or validate the foundation. And that's what's happening with you in these spaces. It is really just allowing you to be the soul and prime key to your manifesting potential. So crowning, we have the High Priestess. Go within, because when you release the mental body and you release the physical observing, you can feel deep down inside everything is going well, which is why we said you, as much as maybe the changes aren't happening or things are happening and nothing is really coming in yet, you feel that you're on the right path. You just know you are on the right path. You just know this is coming. You know this is coming. You know the new beginning is coming, and you know that something is, there's a deep knowing, because your soul is saying, yes, release how the physical is responding at this time, because it's recalibrating, shifting to you. You just remain in that knowing of your source, and this is what is guiding you successfully to that wish fulfillment. You are being guided beautifully through your higher self, through your inner frequencies, and we have come to understand that as much as, yes, the light is in this realm, not everything needs to be light, right? We are the unknown. And when we were in the shadow frequencies, we had come to very high, beautiful, awakened shadow energies, where it's not all about the shadow being dark and horrible and painful. Actually, when you release the judgment of the shadow is beautiful and peaceful. We were Velastri for a good 4 years of our lives, and that was the most exquisite peace and the most beautiful, abundant, fullest frequency we have ever felt on this planet. And that was pure shadow energy and the most beautiful sacred energy. So for those of you who don't know who that is, if you look at our alchemy page, when we were in our transformation period, we had embodied our spirit frequency Velastri, and Velastri assisted us to awaken, right? So some beings, you might be embodying your shadow frequency, and this is you came to be shadow beings in the physical. We became to be unknown beings in the physical. Others, yes, you came to be light beings in the physical. And whatever frequency you are, and other infinite other ways, because we're coming to the current frequency where every single reality and every single universe and possibility is allowed and can be on this one beautiful planet. And so trust whatever you are feeling, trust whatever you are experiencing, trust the guidance, whether you are feeling, I'm guided by spirit, I'm guided by light, I'm guided by goddess, I'm guided by God energies, the sun, the moon, the stars, the elven, the fairies, the shadow, the unknown, whatever you are feeling, that is you. Just keep trusting that frequency, just keep trusting that energy, regardless of what is going around you. And you're going to come into this beautiful wish fulfillment. And overall energy is the Six of Wands, recognition, victory, things going your way, a new beginning where you are seen, where you are victorious, where things are going your way, the spotlight on you because your energy is now in the physical. Okay, so this is a new beginning where your spirit frequency, whatever it may be, your shadow frequency, your light frequency, your unknown frequency, your galactic frequency, your angelic frequency, whatever frequency code you are, whatever source code you are, is materialized in the physical realm, and you're embodying the energy and you are being the energy, and the spotlight's on that energy, and it's finally manifesting your reality. So here it is, your inner being embodied and materializing in the physical for you to experience you in all ways, and bringing a beautiful shift in your reality, a whole new beginning. And not only for your experiencing, but for you. You are becoming a whole new being, a being honoring their source frequency. And as the dragon said, remember, be bold, be daring, allow yourself to be in that energy, allow yourself to be in that space, don't back down. Allow yourself the confidence and the beauty of your sacred energy. Within sacred love, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon. Blessed be.